Thunderbolts. I finished off strong. I did. This is the last movie I watched, so that was kind of fun. Thunderbolts. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I did not expect to like this movie. Now, I like the Thunderbolts in the comic books, and they're very different. Even the way they get their name and how they're put together, it's different. Is it way, way different? They touch on a lot of things that are in the comics, but it's definitely not Valentino who puts the Thunderbolts together. And if you know anything about Marvel Comics, you probably know who did. Also, Norman Osborn ran the Thunderbolts for a little. So there was a lot of cool aspects to this. I did like Valentina's character, who in the comics is different, not very different, but she is different. And for this, I really like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She, you're coming into this movie, The Thunderbolts, as sort of a comedy action, more comedy than action, I will say that. And she was great to lead that up. What do you get when you have misfit, anti-hero, sometimes villains all coming together for a team? She's perfect to sort of lead that charge. I don't want to give too much away. This is coming out this weekend, so I'm not going to get into full spoilers. But everybody in this was a lot of fun. Great characters all together. We get to see these characters besides Yelena. I think Yelena has had a lot of time to shine between the Hawkeye TV show and then the first Black Widow film played by Florence Pugh. But everybody else finally gets time to shine and gets a little bit more, of an impact in this. Like John Walker is in it, Ghost is in it, things like that. So they all get a little bit more than they got in the other films, their respective films and shows. Bucky shines. Bucky's fantastic. I love him as the lead of the Thunderbolts. I think he did a great job. Sebastian Stan's a great actor, so it was great to have him on board. It was great to see David Harbour as Red Guardian again. I did not expect him to fit into this role. I would have liked to have seen maybe the addition of Red Hulk, because he is and was in Thunderbolts, not at all times, but I think he was one of the original. And I would have liked to maybe seen him come in, but they do give it a reference, so I have to give them a lot of credit. Now, as far as Marvel goes, they have not been blowing me away since, they end after Endgame. I did love No Way Home. I thought that was great, but everything since has just sort of been mediocre. I like Daredevil Born Again, which had just come out, and that's sort of the most recent thing. But overall, I did not go into this expecting to care or have any fun with it. Not that I thought it was going to be bad. I just didn't think it was going to be something I would. And I did. I had such a good time with this movie. It was fun. It was action-packed. Everybody came together and played off each other really well. The addition of Louis Pullman in the movie as Bob and Sentry, for anybody who knows who Sentry is, was fantastic. I liked the villain in this movie, and I liked how it all sort of played out. It plays quick, but it plays well, and they all did a good job together. Now, is it the perfect movie? No, there's some missteps here and there. Some of the interactions aren't always great, but overall, it was just a really fun movie and a back to true grounded form for Marvel, which I think it needs more of right now. And I really did enjoy that aspect of this movie. I think go check out Thunderbolts if you haven't checked it out already. But I did really appreciate that with Thunderbolts, as grounded as it was, it tried to have compelling backstory put in there in such an inventive way that really added a lot of emotion and really shine a light on, like, what certain people go through at certain times and like what these characters have gone through since everything. So I have to give a lot of credit to Thunderbolts and Marvel for doing this one. Great job on that one. But that's the end of my review. I want to say thank you guys for joining in for these reviews, for watching this as a clip. Make sure to go back and check out the whole podcast. But let's get started, shall we?